going to conduct a search using the A+ Education database. I'm looking for articles about inquiry learning as a general overview, but also looking for articles that relate to inquiry learning within the history classroom context, as that is the basis of my ILA. I'll start with a general search, just using the term inquiry. Putting that in inverted commas tells the search engine to specifically look for articles with that term. I'm going to use the Boolean operator AND to add another field into the search. This time it'll be history because that's my focus area. And we'll add one more field, and that will be the term primary. So let's see what that very general search brings. Right, 95 articles. Okay, that first one looks particularly interesting, related to Australian curriculum, the history curriculum, looking at historical inquiry. Actually, the term historical inquiry would be a good term to use in a future search, as I believe that's quite a common term within history teaching circles. Right, we've also got here one about worth waiting for, the Australian curriculum. Talks about advocating a strong inquiry approach. That looks good as well. Just highlighting these so I can save them in my search for future. Let's keep going for a little bit, see what else is there. Enlivening the curriculum, power of philosophical inquiry. That looks interesting. Talks about history. And also down there on at Article 11, that looks interesting. Teaching not to answer, but how to question. That's very relevant. Even though it's talking about science inquiry, I think that'll be good background reading. All right. Now, what I could do is limit that search to full text records only, and limit it to those articles published between 2000 and 2012, just to make sure they're current articles. Okay, and that has reduced it down to 44 articles. All right. Now, that's probably a more manageable list to go through. What I might try though now is the term historical inquiry, as I discovered before. I'll take away history from there, put in primary. I'm not sure whether it matters whether I've moved it up there or not. I could have left it there probably. I'll take away the limiting options there and just see what that produces. Historical inquiry and primary. Okay, looks like there's a couple of articles I remember from the previous search. That one looks good. Building independent learners through inquiry. Definitely focusing on historical inquiry there. Okay, so that has certainly limited it to 7 articles. I'll have a look through those later. Alright, the only other thing I wanted to try was to add upper to the term primary, because that's a very specific area that I'm focusing on. I'll take away historical inquiry, but I will put history back in there, and let's see what that generates. Hopefully it'll just give us something that hasn't come up before. Okay, same one. First up, but look at the second one. The second one looks fantastic because that's about ancient civilizations, and I am actually doing Egypt as my focus topic for the ILA, so that looks really good. Okay, so I've had some success there with the A+ Education database, and just done some refinements, but there should be some really useful articles through there.